We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming once again to bring yet another amazing interview with someone from here, the Spirit Fest USA at the Dallas Expo Center in Chantilly, Virginia. Now we have Dr. Tracy Diner, who is the co-founder and the owner of MagnatudeJewelry.com. Now, when you go to some of these expos, you see jewelry everywhere. However,
this one really drew me in. It was almost like I was like magnetized. Something pulled me in.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
This is not just your everyday garden variety type of jewelry. This is actually very special, and it goes along with what Karen just said. So I want to introduce you to Dr. Tracy Diner. Dr. Tracy, thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
This will be fun. So it does have something to do with magnetism, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, tell us about your jewelry.
So I'll tell you real quickly how I started. I'm a wellness doctor, chiropractor for over 25 years.
Okay.
And I use these magnets in my clinic for years. I have these magnets made. They are the strongest magnet on the planet. What they do, these are fabulous magnets with no negative side effects. They increase blood flow. They decrease pain and inflammation, which is why I used them on my patients for years. I started to study about electrical magnetic fields when we had 4G, before 5G got here. And 4G was so strong and a carcinogen. 5G is 20 times stronger than 4G.
Yeesh.
So I went to work, I used to do physical, chemical, and emotional health. I used to handle that with my patients. This is your electrical health. And so Magnitude Jewelry was developed to handle your electrical health in a beautiful way. No one's doing this.
I like that.
Yeah, so it sucked you into my booth because it's interchangeable,
so
therapeutic jewelry.
Beautiful jewelry.
So these pieces, these magnets, they increase blood flow, decrease pain, and because EMFs around us, we have this smog, this electromagnetic field pollution all around us now, you can't get off the planet. So because you can't get off the planet, we try to, what's the solution? Put it right on your body. These magnets, there's laws of physics. When you put a very powerful magnet in an energy field, which is us, right? Our brain, our heart, our cell membranes, our mitochondria, everything about our body's electric. So when you put this beautiful magnet that comes off and we put it in your energy field, it increases your electrical energy. And at the cellular level, the mitochondria are the most susceptible to everything in our body. And if you remember science class in high school, unless you skipped it, mitochondria.
Why did you look at me when you said that? I was the good kid. He was the skipper.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, if you know what a mitochondria does, it's like the powerhouse of the cell. Yes. Everybody knows that if they paid attention in the high school science class. So this mitochondria is the most susceptible to all electrical magnetic fields around. And so what this means is, as an energetic level, energy and cell voltage is going to be decreased from everybody. So it is the carcinogen of our lifetime. And we as a society are getting sicker and sicker because of this, because we don't have the energy to regrow, to regenerate, to heal. And that's what the energy at the mitochondria does. So when you put this powerful 4,000 Gauss magnet in your energy field, it increases the cell voltage. A healthy cell is a high cell voltage. An unhealthy cell, like a cancer cell, is a low cell voltage. I'll let you 2 + 2 what that equals. So we have a society.
2 and
5. So when we put this magnet in our energy field, okay, we are increasing our cell voltage, and we are adding like energy gasoline into our tank. Like a car loses gasoline, it won't run. Our body's the same way. If our body's losing energy at the cellular level, we can't heal. So this helps with that, among other things. Sleep, it helps with REM sleep. And so my partner's an artist, and so she created the beauty of it, which is what you originally see. And I'm behind the scenes doing all the healthy things, frequencies on the back and all of that.
So let me hold on to your microphone for a quick. And I don't know, it's going to be kind of hard to tell, but maybe you can kind of show them, because you keep doing this, but the microphone is hiding what you're doing.
Yeah. So let me show you. So this necklace, this necklace comes out, right? And it snaps in by a very powerful 4,000 Gauss magnet. Whether that's my bracelet, my earrings, which you can't see right now, or my necklace. There are 2 size magnets. They all interchange. We want you to wear it all the time. So if we want you to wear it all the time, we made it so that you can match all your outfits.
And there are so many just beautiful stones and magnets, and it's, I was like a crow. I'm like, ooh, something shiny. It's so pretty. So I was drawn in. But yeah, you can wear, this stone one day and the next one to match your different outfit or your mood or whatever. I love it. So it's not, you're not going to get bored and just get sick of using the same thing all over.
Right. And because EMFs are here 24/7, right? You need to protect yourself 24/7. And that's why we did it that way.
I think I need to protect myself 24/7.
I think you do too. Yes, and I'm glad I don't have to do it anymore. You have a stone to do it now.
So basically, you're saying you're gonna buy me some jewelry?
Anyway.
I think that's what he just said, isn't it? I think it is.
Okay, next question. So I actually, as you're talking about, and the power of the magnet, does that mean you can't put it up against your credit cards?
It does not.
Okay.
Here's the thing. This is a biomagnet. Good question. So this is a biomagnet. It's not a normal magnet. It's not a refrigerator magnet. I travel a lot. I'm going through airports and security. I never set anything off, and it does not affect your hotel, room key, your credit cards, your cell phones. It doesn't do anything about that.
Oh.
It affects you as a human being, and the things that they stick on cell phones, if they did work, which I don't believe that they do, if they did, you have other things besides cell phones: Wi-Fi, routers, Bluetooth, monitors. We have so many satellites going up into Earth, pointing at radiation of the Earth now, besides cell towers. And it's just, there's a lot. It's just too much, actually.
So then what about, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to ask, so if people start wearing these, if someone is having inflammation and aches and pains, are you seeing like actual results where people are starting to feel better?
No, absolutely.
Like, what's a really good example?
So there's testimonies. I had a testimonial today of a guy. I created some wraps as well that have 6 magnets in them. And so that's powerful. We have testimonials from necklaces. From the first thing people do, if they're in pain, they'll feel decreased pain. If they're not in pain, they'll feel, I slept better than I've ever slept, or I'm having dreams that I've never dreamt before, because it puts deeper REM sleep in there.
So do you wear it when you sleep?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, because again, EMFs are 24/7. Now, my cell phone's never by my bed. It's in another room. That is not my alarm clock. There are lots of things. I have actually a YouTube channel, and you could go and see my video, 5G, the good and the bad and the ugly, Dr. Tracy Diner. I actually talk about a lot of things, not just my jewelry, because of course I want you to wear it. That's why I created it. But there are other things, the simple things that you can do. Don't have a router in your bed near where you are. Don't have your Wi-Fi near you. Don't have your phone on you, on your body ever. It is a carcinogen.
Double oops.
Yeah, it is a carcinogen.
Yeah, and you have 2 phones, so that's like quadruple oops.
Yeah. So then you're going to be in my booth later, right? We have things for men. We have things for dogs. Why do we have things for dogs? Because they age faster. They get arthritis. They get hip dysplasias, and they live on the planet. So they're being exposed to EMFs as well.
So what about people with like pacemakers and stuff like that?
That is a good. Thank you. I'll pay you later. So that
free jewelry.
You can pay me jewelry. Right?
I'll take the payment. I'll take the payment.
That is the only the contraindication is pacemakers, because pacemakers are controlled by an external magnet. So just for safety reasons, that's it. But any of that there is no other contraindication, and there is no negative side effects. Like, it is the same strength as an NSAID aspirin or a TENS unit without any side effects. As long as it's in your body, it's moving blood flow, it's moving lymph, it's decreasing pain and inflammation, and it's increasing electrical cell voltage.
Okay, so aspirin. You hear, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that if you're having a heart attack, take an aspirin.
Baby aspirin. Or
so
it
can I grab a magnet if I'm having a heart attack? Like,
well, I would rather have you grab that, but in that moment, throw an aspirin in there. I'm not one for. I've spent my life keeping people away from drugs and surgery. That's been my, as a wellness doctor. Sure. But yeah, if you're in a situation like that, life or death, take the aspirin.
Okay.
But
take the aspirin, get the magnet, get the everything. Just surround yourself with everything.
Yeah, I mean, for example, you asked me about a testimony. There was a guy here who had pain in his feet. So I have this wrap that has 6 magnets. So he put it on his ankle and he walked around, and we're on concrete. It's very difficult, very hard on the body. He came back 20 minutes later, said, "How's it going?" He says, "I don't have any pain in my foot." I said, "Well, what was your pain when you came in?" Because we didn't have the conversation ahead of time. He said it was a 5. I said, "What is it now?" He said 0.
Did he buy the wrap?
He bought the wrap.
He bought the wrap. Of course.
No, he was wearing the wrap for 20 minutes. He was walking around here. But this is a very common thing that I have from pain and inflammation. Lyme's disease, weird things that you would never think. I'm touching people's lives far more than I ever thought I would. Wow. I knew I would touch more people than in my clinic, but this is helping more people than I ever thought, in ways I'm like, how does that even work? How are we doing this?
Well, I have to say, we've not met before today, but I can tell you from an experience that tell everyone, she's an incredibly kind person as well, because there's a vendor over here that had a problem with her eye, and you just brought her this wrap or the
sleep
eye
mask. I had
to
a
give
sleep
to her.
mask. Yeah. She's visiting. I met her at another event somewhere, and her eye is really red. She may have broken a blood vessel, and she's a sweetheart. So I'm like, you know what? What do I have? I have a sleep mask that has magnets in it. So I told her, I gave her the mask. I said, take it home, wear it at the hotel tonight, wear it all night, rest, and let those magnets do their work with moving blood flow, moving lymph, and healing, because that's what they do.
Yeah.
And so, so you happen to be there.
I saw that. I'm like, oh, so nice. She's like, oh, she was so kind. We were talking about you for a little bit, and I'm like,
I'm a softie, but don't tell anybody.
Sorry, this is going out to millions right now. Right? So
no, but
the secret is out.
I'm gonna come see you tomorrow because I want to see how it looks. Yeah.
I'm also lecturing tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So if you are in the area, people, come. We have things for your aches and pains and your jewelry needs, because this stuff is gorgeous.
Yeah, we're getting close to wrapping up the day today, so you probably missed out. However, we're here all day tomorrow. So if you're at all in anywhere near the Washington, D.C. area, this is the place to be all day on Sunday. It's at the Dallas Expo Center in Chantilly, Virginia. It's not far at all from wherever you are in this area. So we encourage you to come and meet people like Dr. Tracy, who has this incredible jewelry, and us. So don't forget, we're here too all day long. However,
we have the gift of gab.
If somebody, you know what, we might have you sit in the hot seat.
Yeah,
We'd love to talk to you.
You're here.
So, but Dr. Tracy, you got to ask the question, because the most important thing is those of us that are living in the DC area can come tomorrow and take a look at your jewelry and all that kind of stuff. However, this is broadcast across the world, and I know that you can actually purchase your jewelry online. However, there's a limitation. So where does someone go, and what's the limitation?
So we we don't ship worldwide, unfortunately. We ship to the United States and to Canada.
Okay.
As long as they'll still have us.
Yes.
I know, right?
And you never know from now to tomorrow. So
we're the good ones.
But Magnitude Jewelry with an E, with magnatudejewelry.com is where most of our sales are online.
Okay.
And we have a huge, tremendous, beautiful website. All the testimonials that we were talking about, some amazing testimonials just from like events like this. People wear whatever they're wearing, they come back and I film them, so they can get it there. Unfortunately, if you're outside the country, outside the United States and Canada, have a friend who lives here and have them buy it, and then they can ship it. We just don't ship internationally other than that.
I was going to say, if you are outside of those two countries and you want something, you might know a guy. So just
and really, this stuff is just gorgeous, and I love that you can interchange them. And can you recommend, if someone's like, oh, I've got chronic knee pain and they want the jewelry because it's so pretty, can you recommend certain stones for that? Or
it's not the stones, it's the magnets.
It's the magnet. That's
the
right.
magnets.
Never mind. It's the magnets.
The
so
stones
any of them, buy them all.
The stones have frequencies, but it's the magnets.
But you can direct someone into, like, it should be a pendant, it should be an earring, it should be something.
The closer the magnet is to an issue, the better off it is. So if we have a lot of people that have RA and health hand problems and difficulty moving or pain in the hands, I would suggest that they wear a bracelet. But here's the thing, whatever you will wear is what I would start you with. If it's like, I would only wear a necklace, then wear a necklace, or I would never wear a necklace and put a bracelet on. Right. Because if it's in your energy field, it's moving energy throughout. There's research on my website. If you wear a magnetic bracelet, it helps with osteoarthritis in the knee. So it does move, but the closer the better. That's why I created the wraps. If you have a knee problem, put that wrap on the knee, put it on the wrist, or a bracelet. If you're having we have some people that have heart issues. The heart's electric. Let's give it more power. Let's give it more power. Yeah. Put a necklace right near the heart, and you're increasing that electrical.
Love it. So really, it's whatever you prefer, right? Whatever you want to wear.
Your energy field will work. For pain, the closer the magnet, the better.
Okay, so so you do have toe rings then, because that's all I wear.
All his toes are loaded. Some of them even have 2 and 3.
I got long toes.
I don't want to see.
Nobody does. I don't understand why.
They're laden with jewels. No, but for those of you who don't like jewelry, there are the wraps and bracelets available. So I like that everyone is covered.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we're going to add a direct link to that website in our show notes. So if you're listening to this later on or watching the video later on, you can always go to skepticmetaphysician.com and take a look at this a link. You can connect yourself with Dr. Tracy and Magnitude Jewelry
with an E.
with an E very easily. So, but don't forget, if you're in the area tomorrow, we're here all day on Sunday the 4th. So, may the 4th be with you. So come and celebrate the Force with us too. So
there's a lot of it here, man.
Magnetic force be with you. May Dr. Tracy's force be with you. That's what.
All right, awesome.
All right, Dr. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been fun, a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And we are the Skeptic Magicians. We're the Skeptic Magicians.
Yep.
We're changing things around.
Yeah, I left my hat with my rabbit on the other side of the room.
Wow, I think I got like all hyped up about jewelry. Skeptic Metaphysicians. We are the Skeptic Metaphysicians, and you are watching this on newrealitytv.com.
We now return you to the regularly scheduled program already in progress.